Back on Sports Overtime on the Fox 59 Red Couch, chatting with Speed Sports' Bruce Martin. And Bruce, it's not often we see 31 cars on the Indianapolis Motor Speedway oval this close to the start of the season.
Well, especially for a test. It would have been 32 if Rinus VeeKay hadn't broken his finger yesterday in the only crash of the two-day test session.
Nice.
I can remember coming to some of these Indy 500 tests in the past, not that long ago, where there might have been 21, 22 cars out there. Now there are 32 cars out there to begin the test. That's almost a full field, and we haven't even begun the season yet.
When you're looking at this field right now, obviously every single driver wants to see a full capacity Indy 500. Probably not going to be full, but I noticed you writing for Speed Sport. As I mentioned, you should log on and read Bruce's work, number one. Number two, can you give us a little preview of what you wrote yesterday about hopefully an announcement coming in the near future?
Well, what they're doing, I talked to Doug Bowles, especially after he was on NBC Peacock earlier today with Indiana Governor Eric Holcomb, and they are meeting every day with the Penske Corporation people, Roger Penske, Mark Miles, you know, the governor, the mayor, everybody, the Board of Health. And it's a real complicated system where they go over the health data. And there's a lot of people that have been vaccinated. Unfortunately, there's been just a little bit of an uptick in positive rates. And what Doug Bowles said to me, the reason they're waiting is because they want to wait until they can have the most people possible. And he said, if we made the decision today, we wouldn't be able to have the most people possible. So by delaying it another week or two, then the odds may be better. But Roger Penske is determined. He wants to try to get 250 in here. I don't know if he'll be able to do that, but at least the number of tickets sold has already been over 175,000. I think that would be a target that they're trying to have. But all they're saying right now is they want to be able to wait until they are guaranteed to get the most fans possible in here on race day. They're mostly worried about the race day crowd. They said, we'll worry about qualifying practice crowds later. There will be fans that will be allowed to attend those. It's just the number for those extra events, carb day, qualifying practice is what they'll take care of that once they figure out what the race day crowd is.
Well, IndyCar fans for the entire season will get a chance to see one of the most accomplished rookie classes ever. Guys like Jimmy Johnson from NASCAR, Romain Grosjean from F1, Scott McLaughlin from the Australian Supercars. Which one of those guys do you think is most set up for a good first season in IndyCar?
Probably Scott McLaughlin, because he runs for Team Penske and he will be running the entire season. The other two drivers, as you mentioned, will not be running the Indianapolis 500. And they won't be running the ovals except for Grosjean, who's going to try to run at Gateway. And the problem with that is when you miss a couple of races like that, that's all automatically going to give McLaughlin an edge in the rookie points. So I would say he's pretty much going to be the rookie of the year, unless something happens that we don't foresee. But talked to Scott after practice this evening, and he was so excited about getting to run wide open here that he just couldn't believe it.
Well, one of his Penske teammates, Josef Newgarden, topped the podium, or topped the pylon today, the timing pylon. Certainly not turning any heads. Everybody knows he's good here, but always good to be on top.
A two-time IndyCar champion. The only thing he hasn't done is win the Indianapolis 500, so that puts him as this year's best active driver who has yet to win the Indy 500. He certainly has all the tools. He has the car. He has the team. He could win this race.
2021, Josef Newgarden could be his year. Bruce Martin, Speed Sport. Check out all his work online there. Sports Overtime. We'll be right back.